What's going on, my divine lovelies? I am Sarah the Celestial, your shaman next door and spiritual cheerleader. I thank you so much for joining me here today in this safe space of the internet, I suppose. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I know that there may not be many of you right now, but at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I am trying to be as open with you all as I possibly can. I appreciate you being patient with me and having grace with me during this time where I will say, and I'm gonna always keep it completely honest with you, it has been a rough patch of my adult life. It has been very rough. It's been more like it's been one of the loneliest and honestly probably turbulent times of my adult life. And I really appreciate you guys having grace with me in this transitionary phase. And when I say transitionary, I mean that in every sense of the word, every letter, every single one. Now, with that being said, I am actually really excited to be back. I'm really excited to be here, being able to be open with you in a new space and a new energy that I feel more confident in how I step foot and how I go forth within the world. And especially here on the internet, which whenever it comes to any and all activity here, it can be a little dicey. It doesn't matter what you do or what you post. You can have the best intentions of posting something and it can completely get completely blown out of proportion in a lot of different ways. Not that that has ever happened to me, and I am so very grateful, knock on every type of wood, that that has not happened to me. But it's something that makes you a little bit more weary whenever it comes to posting things online. So I really appreciate you guys being my safe space in these times whenever I really need it the most. Now, I would like to talk to you guys about, honestly, so much. There's so many things that have been happening. Try to give you a little rundown of why I've had my hiatus and what has happened and gone down within that amount of time. I recently lost one of my dear friends, so I've been processing that grief and going through the purging and just feeling the emotions that I need to feel. We just recently lost her, a beautiful light to the world, on February the 1st of 2025. I really appreciate you guys again, so much for having patience with me and the grace that I have been trying to actively show myself and demonstrate to myself, which, by the way, I love that I am able to be back and that I'm in this place and space because I have the best news. I can now officially say that I am valid to be seen. I know, just amazing things. No, but all jokes aside, I had to deal with imposter syndrome so significantly in a way where I didn't realize that I was truly feeling it because I was so much geared in the energy of fake it till you make it, just kind of coasting through, pushing past the hard stuff, pushing past the fears, where I actually completely didn't even bother to feel them enough to validate them. Because whenever it comes to processing and releasing and being able to transmute our emotions, we have to be able to sit with them, one, so that we can understand them, so that we can feel it, and really have it go down to our bone marrow, just our bare being, you know what I mean? And if we don't allow ourselves that time to just be able to feel the negative emotions, they're always going to be with us. We have no way of releasing them. We have no way of being able to turn it into something amazing and beautiful, like a creative project, a way to revamp yourself, new educational pursuits, whatever it might be. We have no way of being able to do that if we don't sit with the negative emotions and truly understand them enough to turn them into something amazing, which after you're in the feeling process, which I was in that feeling process for so long, there were so many times where I was like, I just want a bed rot. I just want to be here in whatever space I am at. I don't care where I wasn't even going places. I wasn't allowing people in. I wasn't allowing people to help me. Now, if you are in the feeling place and your feelings get too heavy on you, even before they get too heavy on you, I very highly recommend you reach out to someone that you trust, whether that be a medical professional or someone who is your friend, so that you guys can make a plan and be able to keep in touch and keep in contact and hold each other accountable for showing up for yourself every day, for brushing your teeth, for getting out of bed, for making a good meal, like an actual decent meal. Not a girl dinner, not a guy dinner, like no protein shakes only, okay? Like, yes, it helps whenever you need a meal replacement, but that is honestly not sustainable for your body. It just isn't. You just have to keep it real with yourself and your body. And honestly, your body will thank you whenever you start to take better care of it anyway. You'll start feeling more alive. You'll start feeling like you're looking forward to waking up the next day. You know what I mean? So, out of that, not only has it been such a, I guess, grief or like negative period, it has been a truly eye opening period where I have not only been able to pick up on new spiritual gifts that I have been blessed with, or either they've just been blessed to me. I truly couldn't tell you because they're just coming upon me. And I was in a space where I was alone, and I was in a space where nothing else was in the way. I truly had to listen. I had to see. There was nothing else in front of me to look at except for me. There was nothing else that I could hear, that I wasn't drowning myself out with the humdrum of the day and, oh, I have to go and do this, and my schedule is packed full of this, and there's this event that I have to. No, everything got shut down. Everything got shut down. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful that I got to have that point, and that honestly it was a very big turning point, and that whole period where it was just me. I just had to sit with my own thoughts and emotions. I ended up doing such amazing work with creating new tarot spreads that I can't wait to share with you all, and being able to go and do the new astrology calendar, which by the way, February's is out, so go and check it out. um, I'm so grateful that I was able to come out of that dark period with my breath still in my lungs, being able to still move my body, being able to still have a mind of my own, and be able to will myself to go and do the things that I don't want to do, or that feel, just mundane, routine, or even uncomfortable. I'm very, very grateful that I was there, and now I'm not. And we keep moving forward. We just keep going. So, the new spiritual gifts that I've been able to obtain have been such an enlightening experience. I want to say experience, but it's an everyday thing. I've been able to incorporate a new way of meditating, which allows me to connect even more deeply with my benevolent ancestors as well as my divine goddess team, and be able to do better readings and perform better for people. I'm also picking up on new spiritual insights and ways of my guides communicating with me that they never have before. But it was amazing because I had it happen with a client reading, and I kept getting these weird signals and images, and it was so very different, and weird noises, and I started feeling, and it was just crazy because normally my clairvoyant abilities don't come to me in those ways. I usually cannot feel things. I usually don't. I'm usually clairaudient, and if anything, I have clairvoyance in the way that I have little blips or glimmers, I call them. That was another ability that I've been able to hone in on. It's not necessarily something that is new to me, but it is something that I was receiving more often. So I was having to really practice and hone in on, and be able to focus my time and my abilities on being able to recognize when it's happening, what's happening, and be able to not only make the right documentation, but also being able to have record of what caused it. Because sometimes they usually just hit me at random times, whether I'm doing something and it's incorporated with whatever activity I'm doing in said glimmer. Anyway, I digress. Just new abilities, new ways of spirit and the universe being able to contact me and be in touch with me. And so, in that sense, I've also had to make sure that I've been doing more grounding. I've been able to develop such amazing grounding exercises for myself, and also I feel like they would help a lot of other people who are also neurodivergent, who have autism and ADHD, that wonderful combo, like myself, and would be able to use it in times whenever you cannot dig your feet into the ground, or whenever you don't have your fidget, or whenever you can't just go ahead and vocally stem. There's a lot of things that I have been able to just incorporate in my day to day that have been able to not only help calm me, but help me bring me back to my sense of self and being in my body. Because whenever I get to that point and I need something to bring me back, it usually takes me about 2.5 to 3 hours to really get back into my body and be able to feel and think and be like, wow, I can actually finally take a breather and process that. So this has been able to help me significantly with so many aspects of my life. I've been able to journal a lot more consistently because I've had plenty to journal about. So I highly recommend and think that everyone should be able to practice some type of break where they do take time. They take a 24-hour period and they just turn their phone off. They turn all their devices off and they just take time to not consume any media. The consumption of media will truly set you back in so many ways. It's not even funny. And I will not even get into that right here, right now. That's something that I plan on for a different date. Another thing that I'm going to be incorporating more, so not only grounding exercises, we're also going to be introducing more tarot spreads for said grounding exercises. So whenever you are experiencing some type of life-changing moment or something that is causing your life to be less stable or causing a shift in stability, I have been able to create some spreads for that I think all of you all who do practice tarot with me will be able to really take value in them and to be able to use them on your own, so that even if you don't have the money to pay for somebody to read for you, you can try and read for yourself. I do recommend for the very in touch and in tune empaths who read for themselves, you need to take at least 30 minutes to an hour to meditate before you read for yourself, because you will be able to influence the nature and ways of the cards that you may not be aware of. And so whenever you receive a message, it can come out a little wonky. And if you find that the message is wonky and it doesn't make any sense, that's your sign that you need to meditate a little bit longer, okay? Just a little recommended tarot tip from your girl. Now, coming to the next things that are going to be incorporated and that I'm really excited that I'm back for and that I get to share with you all, I am going to be doing a lot more on astrology, and that includes not only just the celestial like events that are happening in the cosmos. I'm also going to be including segments on astrocartography and how to be able to recognize where you will be astrocartography. There we go. I realized that my words probably sounded really weird, but where you'll be able to recognize how you can use your own astrocartography chart. If you're wanting a reading, we do offer those at the Celestial Shaman, so that's always available. I also have, if you are wanting any if you're wanting any information on them, there's also information going to be added to the blog as well that you can check out, so that you can have a better idea on where to start whenever it comes to looking at your astrocartography chart and being able to decide like where your next travel destination is. That's what I've been doing a lot of. I've been really, really like going ham in astrocartography and as well as in web development and coding, because a lot of you don't know this, but I am a big coding person. Like I absolutely love doing coding. I love doing the front end development as well as user interface and user experience design, because ex people pleasers do well in people pleasing fields. You know what I'm saying? I love being able to get that research and be able to apply it to what makes it easier and more user friendly. I've loved being able to do that type of thing. And that's what I do with astrology and tarot, I feel. And that's why I'm called and I feel called to do this with you all, you know? So, with that being said, I have been educating myself significantly, which honestly, I've been educating myself along with Vedic astrology as well, so that I can eventually be able to not only practice it for myself, but also offer it as a service to anyone that decides to want their Vedic chart read. So, yeah, lots of new things that are going to be coming to the Celestial Shaman very, very soon. I am going to be putting out a lot more videos because I am going to be adding just a diverse melting pot of so many different categories that I just have interest in. And I feel like there's so many people like me that can't decide what they have interest in, so they just decide to dibble and dabble in everything. I love that. If you are that type of person and you do that thing, then please, please stick with me. Hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and give me a like and a thumbs up so that I know that you're here. You're a neurodivergent like me, or you're one of those people who can never really decide what you want to do and you want to do everything possible. Like there's so many hobbies and interests that I have. It's so hard for me to settle down. It's so hard for me to settle down. I also want to go ahead and let you all know that I will be doing less pick a card readings in tarot, because, as I was just telling you, I'm not good whenever it comes to little surface level things. I like going like head first, diving into the abyss and coming out with a whole pile of gold. Like I love it. So, with that being said, whenever I do my pick a pile readings in tarot, they are going to be purely based on educating you on how you can read this for yourself. It is still going to be a reading for whoever picks that pile. However, it is going to be education based. Like, specifically, we are not going to be doing just surface level what the card means and what this could be for you. No, we're going to be going deep in depth about tarot and the history of it, as well as how use your own intuition in your readings every day. Whichever intuitive style that you identify with, we'll be able to touch on that and cover that. I feel like there is such an area where we need to be educating each other on how we can all evolve as a society and as a community. We are meant to be here to help each other. We're meant to be here to provide resources to each other, more education, and share knowledge and share tips and tricks and everything of the sort. And I would love to do that with you all. And I'm so grateful that I get to do that and that you're going to be here with me. So make sure that you even hit the notification bell just so that you know whenever I drop a video, you'll be able to be notified and you'll be able to see what's going on and what I'm yapping about. Which, honestly, don't you just love my certified yapper shirt? My mom got it for me for Christmas, and I was like, oh my God, this is just so perfect. She's one of my biggest supporters, along with so many other people. Well, I'm not going to even say so many other people, the very few people, they know who they are. You know, I appreciate you all as well, the very few and the very many of you that I do have. Thank you so much for supporting me in everything that I do. And I always want to make sure that you are feel supported in everything that you do, that you want to pursue. So we're going to be touching base on a lot of different topics and a lot of different aspects going forward. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the future of this channel, of the Celestial Shaman, of everything that we're going to be able to discuss together. Now, I will go ahead and let you know, most of the time, if I don't have an actual video of me, it will be one of the animated videos, because I love doing animation and I also love drawing and testing my art in those ways. So if it's not me, then it'll be a podcast episode and there will be an animation to follow it. So just tune in to anything and everything that you see. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you can be surprised each and every time it comes out. Now, whenever it comes to the next steps, whenever like products and other things that are going to be offered, I'm really excited to let you guys know I'm going to be doing a monthly astrology calendar every single day. So look down in the description box at thecelestialshaman.com. We are going to have February's is already out. March, I already have ready. It's available for purchase if you want to purchase it ahead of time. So all of the calendars will be free like the first of the month whenever they come out. If you're wanting to get one ahead of time, they will be available for you if you are wanting to purchase them ahead of time. Because, you know, plans happen and you have to make sure that you're prepared for everything that you possibly can be, okay? And that's what I'm here to help do. I'm here to help prepare you for everything that you would like to do in your life, and so that you can be the most successful that you can be. Okay, that is all that I have for you. Thank you for joining me and understanding that I too am human and that I deserve the grace and patience that you give yourself, or that at least I hope that you are giving yourself. And if not, go ahead and give yourself a little of that today. Okay, go lay down, go take some time, go stretch, go make yourself a hot cup of coffee or tea. I immediately was going to say tea because I'm not a coffee drinker, but go and make yourself that. Go and get an iced coffee. Go to Seven Brew. Go to Dutch Brothers. You know, my favorite drink at Dutch Brothers is actually the iced horchata chai. It's so good. It is so good. Like, no sponsorship at all. Go try it. Go and treat yourself in some way that helps you relax and mentally wind down. Go to the bookstore. Go to the library. Whatever it is that appeases you and fills your cup in the way that helps you just relax and be in your own energy. Please go do that, okay? Until next time, my divine lovelies, I hope you stay divinely blessed, guided, supported, loved, and protected in everything that you do. Catch you later.